What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. So, I figured, why not? Back to back. Creepy, scary video. Back to back. Why not do it? I'm ready for it. Who else ready for it? Let's get to it then, man. Listen, we got the 12 worst. No, my reading's off right now. My bad. 12 videos of your absolute worst nightmares. Bro, I told y'all the other night, for those who heard me, I had one of those nightmares that felt so real, but mine was on. I gotta stop watching all these like drug cartel type videos and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? I gotta stop watching that. Queen had me watching Queen of the South and all that. I gotta stop, man. That's probably what it is. Me trying to, you know, get drugs from Pablo Escobar or something like that. I don't know. It's crazy. What? Bad, y'all. Hold on. Let my face get caught back in focus. That was my phone I just dropped. But let's get to the video, man. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Join the fam. Once you do that, give you a second to do that. Okay, that's enough. Now, join us in a little bit of a moment of silence as we address the haters. Moment of silence. That's enough. Now, run the likes up, baby. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Here we go.
Mysterious, unexplained, and most of all, really creepy. You may be living out your absolute worst nightmare. Number 12. A YouTuber named Simo Vlogs explores an abandoned building, which he and his friends stumble across a room on the top tile floor with upside down humans. They are taped many times over, and there looks to be no breathing holes.
Ah, heck nah, fam. Upside down, no. Look like upside down bodies, no. Time to go. I mean, look at that, bro. Either somebody's sick and twisted and this is their art studio and you never want to work with this person, or those are bodies and you need to get out of there.
Room. So maybe these are just projects. I'm not sure why they would be wrapped and hanged up like this, so if you're an artist and know what's going on here, be sure to let me know. I'm pretty sure that this video isn't real, because this room would probably stink way too bad to go near, and plus the smile doesn't exactly look like the face of someone who just came across a psycho's secret stash, but that's just my opinion. Number 11. A pair of co-workers grab an elevator together and go up. Notice how the CCTV footage warps and bends almost as soon as they get in. Electronic equipment is often thought to malfunction when the paranormal is near, and this incident seems to have no exception. They hold a brief conversation and both exit. Behind them is a hunched over creature that could possibly be the spirit of an older person. The slow-moving monster seems to have a smooth head and an odd—
Well, if it ain't a spirit, then where did she come from?
and both exit. Behind them is a hunched over creature that could possibly be the spirit of an older person. The slow-moving monster seems to have a smooth head and an oddly shaped bent over body. Neither co-worker notices it instantly materialize and slowly shuffle forward. The quality of the video itself looks like it was really taken from just another day at the office, and there's no editing as far as I can tell.
That's what I went back to check to see if it was any editing and did a quick clip to the next, you know what I mean? But no, I would never get on another elevator, bro. Nah, granny, you gotta get your own from now on. No, better yet, you can have the elevator and every last one of them.
But at the same time, I'm just not sure if this is real or not, so I would like to get your opinion. Number 10. A YouTuber named Benny Loco is on a desert urban exploration in a bunch of abandoned houses that are empty, or so she thinks. She steps inside and looks to the right, no one. But standing on an opposite side of the room, under some drapes, is a silhouette that she thinks is some kind of animal figure because of these supposed ears.
Boudoir. The bunny in the window. Creepy bunny.
But all I see is a hooded figure staring at her through a thin piece of fabric. This is one of the only times I've seen somebody laugh off a ghost sighting and not check to see what it was. All
Oh, didn't he say it was a bunny? He said it was a bunny in the window.
Do I? The bunny in the window. Creepy bunny.
But all I
Yeah, what is he talking about? Well, all he sees is I know, he said it was a bunny in the window.
see is a hooded figure staring at her through a thin piece of fabric. This is one of the only times I've seen somebody laugh off a ghost sighting and not check to see what it was. All of the windows
Now, I'm with him. He should have checked. Well, I can't tell nobody they should have checked. So I'd have left. I'd have left. As soon as that little thing ran past.
are blocked, so I guess she could be looking at a piece of cardboard or something. But since something just moved in that room and then disappeared, I have to go with paranormal activity on this one. Number 9. I never really thought about it before, but piranha tanks like this one at the London Zoo have to be kept clean, and the only way to get it done right is by hand. This diver carefully scrapes a cleaning tool across the glass with his back turned to a school of flesh-chomping fish, as if his life is not at risk. It's just another day on the clock for him, but an absolute nightmare for me and everyone else watching. And look at that, no gloves, no fear. So basically, I want to know why he isn't getting shredded right now. Some people in the comments are saying that piranhas won't chomp unless they smell red in the water.
Yeah, blood. It takes the blood. Once they get a hold of that, bro, you're not surviving. You're not surviving. So he real because he's doing that. He's working with something that's scraping, so that's probably sharp. Then it could be something sharp in the water. All it takes is that one drop of blood, bro. They on you. It's over. It's over. You won't make it to the top.
But I was under the impression that they tend to go after almost anything on sight. Maybe these ones are on a well-timed feeding schedule and are therefore simply not hungry. Number 8. A YouTuber named Rose of Decay records a scary Snapchat face swap video that leaves her wondering if she had a real ghost encounter.
Hi. Are you bad?
What's really creepy is how this mirror image kind of has her eyes, but at the same time they're all black. The bizarre face goes away for a while, and then comes back as soon as she has a question.
Can you talk to me?
This time the apparition has its mouth open wide as if screaming. It's probably just a software glitch detecting a face in the mirror that isn't there, so I don't think it's necessarily real, but I don't see anything that remotely looks like a face. So hey, that's real enough to me. Seeing an alternative version of yourself scream while no one is there is definitely creepy nonetheless. Number 7. Based out of the southern city of D'Armondville, Exploring Alabama is a YouTube channel that takes on the creepiest abandoned places in the entire state. One such video is an abandoned church that's in the early stages of decay. Inside is a mess but still structurally sound. Some rooms are too dark and creepy for him to willingly go into, so he mostly stays in the more well-lit areas and continues to explore until he gets his share of footage. As he's leaving, something compels him to take one last look in the main room, and that's when he records it. Some are calling this a mysterious creature, while others say this is only a stray cat and nothing more. It's too far away to tell for certain, but I think it's interesting and worth talking about.
That looked like a cat too, by the way it moved. And it looked like it's like two-tone. Bottom white, a top black, just like where the tail is up here, comes to. I think it's a cat, because it kind of went, then got down. Just the movement gave off, like animal.
So what do you think? Number 6. Urban exploration videos in abandoned places are perfect settings for ghost investigators to explore, but sometimes they find more paranormal activity than they are ready for, and that's when their paranormal investigation becomes mysterious, unexplained, and most of all, really creepy. This YouTuber is exploring an abandoned building when they hear some potentially paranormal poltergeist activity coming from upstairs.
These are all the staff bathrooms.
Here's a dinosaur.
You hear that thud?
Alright, copy. I'm throwing this in the toilet.
As they slowly climb the steps, the first thing they notice is how much darker it is up here. The last thing they notice is the poltergeist that comes straight at them and then disappears.
Just definitely go one at a time.
Absolutely nothing is there at 1 minute and 24 seconds, and then you see its head, And then something out of my nightmares is dragging itself across the floor. Number 5, a Nepali YouTube channel named Anish Gurung TV are not full-time ghost investigators, but they do have some paranormal investigation videos in abandoned places that get pretty creepy. An apparition seems to follow them on one of their urban explorations. This is when they first hear it. I want to say that this is the wind, but it's a calm night and this sounds way too much like a haunting moan. They reach the top and look around, feeling the presence of a ghost near them at all times. There's nowhere else left to explore, so they go back to the bottom and are about to leave when they hear it again twice. But I've saved the best paranormal evidence for last. At 4 minutes and 20 seconds, they capture these eyes and a sigh from behind. They didn't hear or see it at the time, but like I said in the beginning, they're not professional ghost investigators and missed some of the scariest things caught on camera. Number 4, a kid is reading something off a website when his friend says something that makes him pause. Tell me what is being said here if you can. A wild face at the window sends him sprawling backwards in his chair with fright.
I was paying attention to that window the entire time too, thinking I was gonna see a face, not somebody jump out. Like, man, don't do that, bro. Like, that's a way to get yourself killed too. Don't do them pranks, by the way. Not at I don't care if you know the person. Person could be on edge, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Clearly, as you can see, don't do that to me.
No playing that scream off. He was seriously afraid for his life. He must not have seen the camera hidden in his friend's lap, and he never expected one of his other friends to jump at him from the window with a crazy look in his eye. But at least he saves a little bit of face by regaining his composure quickly and laughing along with them. Still, nevertheless, having someone peeking through your bedroom window is certainly a nightmare. Number 3. These ghost investigators have some paranormal evidence from a haunted house on video that I'm trying to decide is real or fake. They claim these lights are not coming from traffic, which I believe, but it looks awfully similar to the high-powered flash.
And if y'all from certain areas or in the country or, you know what I mean, you recognize houses like this all too well, bro. I've seen many houses like this, went in many of them as a kid. Nowadays, I'm like, nah, fam, I'm going in there. I'm packing. So y'all better make sure ain't nobody squatting in there. Like, different. But yeah, when I was younger, man, we came across plenty of these.
Coming from traffic, which I believe, but it looks awfully similar to the high-powered flashlights they were using earlier in the day. Does the beam look the same to you? Next, they claim to have picked up this sharp whisper, but I think it might be a camera strap sliding over the mic. Do you hear it? If so, what do you think? Number 2, a YouTuber named Johnny B. Good goes ghost investigating at an underground memorial deep in the woods to see if they can uncover any evidence of the paranormal. They notice these rocks are in a strange formation that I think could have been used for some kind of black magic.
These rocks were placed here in a circle once, in this one corner. Why is there a hole right there?
Sure enough, holes are in 2 corners of the room. Could this be part of the spell? They ask if this place is a portal, and look what their K2 meter does in response.
Is that a gateway to you?
Yeah, okay.
And here's where it goes from creepy to downright sinister. Their UV light detects 2 blotches of fluid. They could have come from some kind of vein opening ritual that never should have been. Before we get to number 1, then go to 2 City makes you a habit. Then Monday YouTube channel called The Soul Catcher suspects that this clown doll from Ontario feeds off the energy of the living. So they perform this experiment to see what paranormal activity they can catch on camera. Watch this and tell me if you think it's real or fake. clown's arm moves by itself as soon as the clock strikes 3 a.m. I suppose it wouldn't be too hard to set a clock to 2:59. Wait a minute, and then move the clown's arm with some fishing wire. So while this doesn't completely prove the doll is possessed, it's definitely strange. In this second experiment,
might be synchronized up with that clock to do that. You know, so I don't know how, but that's what I was thinking though. That's what I was hoping. And if you ain't never been in somebody's house, like my grandma and my mom had one of those tall clocks, bro, that will scare the life out of you in the middle of the night. My grandma still has her big, tall, almost close, it's almost at the ceiling, son. Tall, and it make them noises at night, man. Used to scare the crap out of me as a kid.
the YouTuber removes the haunted clown doll's hat and places it on his knee. After 20 minutes, this happens. It looks like the clown is reaching for his hat. However, his arms sound heavy enough that it could have been positioned in such a way to fall over time. The YouTuber wants to know why the other arm didn't fall, and to answer his question, I think it's been positioned so that the hand is more in the middle. So while these two experiments are not conclusive, that he may have had a haunted doll on his hands, and I encourage you to check out the rest of his experiments on his channel. I almost can't analyze these.
I can't get that tall clock out of my head and that sound out of my ears now. Ah, that's gonna bother me for the rest of the night, fam. Dang it. Dang. All right. So listen, man, y'all get out. We was able to debunk some of these. Some of these I couldn't get with, but some of them had me scratching my head though. But we was able to debunk that. So I like that because that keep it up and down. You know what I'm saying? Nah. We want to be able to see through the BS. All right? So listen, man. Y'all get at me. Stay solid. And stick around and stay tuned until the next reaction. I'm out. Peace, man. Hey.